Hello everyone, my name is Johnquixote, and once again today we are going to be going back into Survival Minecraft. Yeah, and while we have been gone for the last week, I have been putting in a lot of work trying to get things ready for us actually getting some important stuff done. I've gotten a lot of minor things done, and we're going to go do that. I guess one big thing done, but a lot of minor things done, as well as, for one thing, we've kind of decorated a little bit more in our storage room, making it a little bit nicer looking in here. Like I said, we were going to do this. This took way longer than it should have because I wasn't sure what I was wanting to do in here. But yeah, also while we're over in this direction, because we're going to start using a lot of redstone type stuff, and one of the big components to redstone is going to be slime. I went ahead and instead of wasting the time trying to figure out how to get the swamps producing slime a lot more regularly, as you can see, I've dug out a large area of here trying to find a slime chunk. Basically, that way we will be ready for setting up a slime farm once we have the components necessary to do so. And we're going to see if we happen to have a slime down here. As you can see, once again, like I said, I've dug out a big area. In fact, while I was, and I'm going to continue digging it out, mainly for the space / resources and stuff like that, but it doesn't look like a slime is going to show up. But apparently, this is our slime chunk right here. And I guess I got lucky enough the fact that I decided to stop right here instead of instead of stopping one early or, going even further out because, well, the reason why I didn't want to go further out is because I didn't want to have to deal with this over here. So I figured I would first start off with this row and then this row, and then if needed be, start going in that direction as well. But we don't have to because luckily this one is a slime chunk. And so since none of these other ones are going to be slime chunks, I'm actually going to be taking down all these fences and fence posts and gates aside from the one that surrounds this area, because we know this is going to be our slime chunk, and no slimes so far anyways have appeared in any of these other areas. So yeah, there's that. Hold on a second, gotta eat up real quick. That's really all we've done down here is just mine out a bunch of resources and found a slime chunk, which was our goal. It took a lot of time. Way too much time because I was using my iron pickaxes because I'm not wanting to go through my diamond pickaxes that quickly because, diamonds are a little bit harder to come by. And I just want to ask y'all real quick. Out of all this that I've dug out so far, how many diamonds do you think I found? Absolutely none. Well, aside from this area right over here, there was like 4 diamonds. But aside from that, none. There were none in this entire expanse. Oh, it frustrated me so much. I am so glad I didn't use my diamond pickaxes because I probably would have ran out by the time we finished. Whoops, I did not mean to switch over to my axe. But alright, I'll meet you back up at the surface. Go over a couple other things that we did while we were away. Alright, so now we are up here at the top. Ignore the sand over there for right now, but yeah. You may notice that we made a little bit of a berry bush farm. Yeah, with the slabs on top, that way we don't get pricked by the berry bushes. And now this is a very good source of food early on. Whoops, didn't mean to plant you there. Good source of food early on, but as you can see by my my hunger bar, they do not sustain very long. They don't have a very high saturation rate. So every few seconds you're having to, as you're running along, you're having to stop and take a few bites out. Got the slab idea from, I think it was either Pixel Riffs, or it was from Waddles. I'm not sure which one, but I did a little bit of a variation on it just for a design aspect, which has cut the productivity of the berry bushes down just a little bit, not enough to really matter, and I just like the way the berry bushes altogether look, even without the berries. But I believe it either has to do with these trap doors that I had put on the sides, but I think it's more likely because I used a full block here, because every place where there's a full block, which, let me go to the other side so you get a better idea of what I'm talking about. But you see how every other block, the berry bush doesn't grow any further, it doesn't progress any more in its growth, and I think that has to do with the fact that there is a full block above it. Now, it might have something to do with the trapdoors, because it happens to be trapdoors are over the exact same spots that are doing it, but I think it has more to do with the fact that put a full block. But that's fine. Like I said, aesthetically, I like it better looking like this and lose a little bit of productivity, especially since berry bushes, I mean, they have a high yield. They have a high yield of berries per bush, so it's not too much of a worry. We also have a bamboo farm finally going up here. We're actually going to eventually tear this down, probably extend the landmass out a little bit further, because eventually this is going to become another farm, which we'll go into that in another episode. Just know that that's there for right now, and it will technically be there later, but it's going to need some adjustments. Oh, man, and this is why I hate Endermen. This is why I hate doing anything with grass, with dirt blocks, because they friggin' pick them up and put them everywhere. I'll patch that up later, but as you can see, I did a lot more in terms of the landscaping, the terraforming. Gonna have to go to bed here soon too. Fully getting this into more of the angular, rectangular steeps. And I'm probably going to do this with the whole Darkwood Forest area. This is going to be a big task in and of itself. But see how I've got each one having... It's kind of like a Zen garden in that way. Except instead of it being out of sand, it's going to be out of dirt. And then have the sugarcane going all the way around. I want to have the sugarcane go all the way around. But let's go ahead and go sleep real quick. And like I said, with the berry bush, with the berries... They don't last you very long, but you can get a whole lot of them, and they are good for early game if you don't have too much access to other things. But hopefully today it's going to be one of the things that we're going to get resolved. But let's hit the hay real quick, and we'll jump right back into it. There we go. But yeah, like I said, we've been getting... Hey, that's not right. That's not where my slime balls are. Okay, there we go. We're getting a decent amount of slime balls. We're not doing the best we can right now, mainly because that farm down there hasn't been set up for the most... What's the term? I can't remember the term. Why can't I remember these things? When I'm on the spot, I can never remember these things. But it's right now, it's not the most productive it can be, mainly because I haven't gone through, I haven't tried to find all the caves where other mobs could spawn. I haven't set up the top area to where it will be non-spawnable for mobs. So I'm getting kind of a very low spawn rate for the slimes and the slime chunk, but we're gonna get that taken care of eventually. Not today, because we've got three main tasks that I want to get done. One of the first ones is I want to get a cow crusher going on. I want to get a cow crusher. That way we'll have plenty of access to beef, as well as plenty of access to leather, because we're going to be needing to make a lot of books and such like that, and portraits and pictures and stuff like that. So we're going to need cows. We're going to need cows, and we're going to need to be able to crush them to get access to all that for a high quantity yield. And then also, in order to feed the cows, we're going to have to make a wheat farm. And that's what this sand area is kind of lining out, is the fact that... Not the fact, but this is pretty much where the wheat field is going to be placed, and we're actually going to be digging it downwards. Instead of doing an upwards semi-automatic wheat field, we're going to have it going down into the environment as opposed to building up. Trying to keep in line with the whole concept and idea and look of these steeps. I still haven't decided what's going to happen over here. I don't know yet, but that's not important right now. So we got those two projects that we're going to do, and then we're going to have our first project that we're going to tackle. And that's because once we have all this going on, we're going to need to expand out this area. Now, there's an easy way we could go about expanding that wouldn't require any additional work, and that's just by digging out and digging over. But that's not fun. That's not interesting. That's going to be kind of boring. So instead of being boring, let's start using some redstone. What I figure is we're going to make a redstone door out of these stairs to where whenever we flick a lever, they will retract into the wall and give us access to the rest of the base. So we're going to get that made. And let's see, do I have a shovel on me? No, I don't. And I should probably go ahead and put my armor back on before a creeper comes by and blows me up. And I lose the 9 levels I had to regain because I died while trying to make concrete. Putting down concrete powder, making a tower out of concrete powder, and then falling off it by accidentally hitting one of the arrow keys is not fun. And then you lose 47 levels. Really not fun. So what do we need? We are, first off, we're going to need redstone. And we're going to need redstone torches because we need to make repeaters. We're going to go ahead and make 8 of those, which is far more than enough that we need. We also need levers. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to make 1. I don't think, yeah, we don't need more than 1. We're also going to need, we're going to need wood. All right, so now we should have everything we need in order to make the sticky pistons, but first we need to transfer that back into regular iron. I only put them in the blocks, that way I can conserve space. That's really the only reason why I put them in the blocks like that. No other particular reason, really. Eventually we'll be needing to do them to make iron golems for like the slime farm and stuff like that, but for the time being, where's the pistons? Where's the pistons? I believe... Okay, there they are. Let's see. And we just need 4 for the moment. Oh, crap. We're going to need a lot more than 4. Once we start doing the... Why can't I think? Once we start doing the wheat field. That's what it was. I probably need to go to sleep. I probably should be sleeping right now instead of doing this, but... I haven't done a Minecraft episode in a while, and I think it's about time to do a Minecraft episode again. I mean, and why am I just doing this by hand? I could just go in here and I could make a shovel. And it would be a lot faster. It would be a lot faster if I just made a shovel. Alright, so we kind of ran into one small hiccup so far, and that's the fact that in order to go down as far down as I was hoping to be able to go on this, we're running into an issue where this right here gets revealed, this area. And if we were to put stone here, we wouldn't be able to get down, primarily because of this spot right here. That spot we should still be able to get down, I believe, if we were to put stone in there. But yeah, and I don't know if that's going to... That might not mess up our thing entirely anyways, but let's see, because let me go ahead and put the lever down. Lever is going to go right here, that way it's high enough for us to have access to it. Put up a regular torch because it's kind of dark right there. It's starting to get dark in here again, and if I'm right, where's the not comparator, the repeater. If I'm right, once we turn that on, that should light up, I believe. But I can't see from this angle, dang it! All this stuff getting in the way. No, it's not lighting up. Crap. I have it going the right way, right? Yeah, I have it. No? Okay, it's turned on. Why are you... Oh. Because I am an idiot. I am an idiot. I put that in the wrong spot. I put our lever in the wrong place. That's why it's not working. It's amazing how easy it is to make little mistakes like that. Especially since we're doing some of this blind. To where we can't see exactly where our items that we're wanting to place are. I forgot to turn it on again, didn't I? I think I did. Crap. Yep, I forgot to turn it on. But I think that did it. Yep, that did it. Okay, so that's how we needed it. All right. So I think we have that issue resolved as far as the stone blocks are concerned, because we can just, let's see, do I still have my, I only have one regular stone. Well, we can smelt up some. Shit! That's not where I meant to put it. That's not where I meant to put it. Okay, so yeah, we're going to need to smelt up some cobblestone. Okay, so while that's smelting up, we're going to get the rest of this figured out. And in order to do that, what we need to do is take out these stairs. Not just take out the stair. Well, yeah, for right now, we're just going to take out the stairs. Because we do not need to take out the dirt yet. That way we still have a way of getting up and down. This is where we're going to place in our sticky pistons, which those are going to require something to sit on as well. Which 3, that should be enough. That should be enough for what we're going for. Because now what we need is boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we can get up this way too. Instead of having to go around the loop-de-loop there, we can go around that way. And that way we can get these inserted in. We're going to have to replace all this with stone as well. So this is going to take a minute because we're requiring a little bit of stonework here. A little bit of stonework. There we go. And while we wait on a little bit more of that stone to smelt, let's go ahead and get our stairs back in here. We're going to go ahead and put them back in here because the sticky pistons are going to automatically adhere to that. And whenever we flip this, it's going to go back and forth, retracting the stairs. But we need a few more. We need a few more than that. I should have been better prepared for this than I am. Oh well, these things do arise when you're playing Minecraft. You think you're ready for a project and it turns out you're absolutely not. But you make do and you wait. And you cut a lot of the video while waiting. No, that's not right, is it? I can't remember. It should be fine because we're... Should be fine. We should be able to get this to work, I believe. Let's see. Got to go back in here. And let's see what happens. Okay, so I placed a couple of those stones wrong because yeah, that's not what was supposed to happen. Okay, I know what the problem is. I know what I needed to do. I think... Oh, crap. And that's the only thing about breaking stone is it doesn't give you stone. It gives you cobblestone. So you got to do this. Okay, I think I know what I did wrong. I think I remember what I did wrong. Alright, so... What we need... is to run into that stone, and that should power both of those. And then that stone should power both of those. Yeah? I believe? But before we put that down, I do want to replace this diorite because I do not want this diorite sitting here because we're probably going to... we're probably actually going to give this kind of like everything else open top to it so we can look down into it to see what's going on. See the lovely little redstone. It's not the most complicated build, but I mean, it's you know, it'd still be a little cool aspect of still being able to look down and not having it blocked off with everything else. Let's see. So we want to go here, like that. I believe that should do it. I believe that should resolve our problem. All right. So does that work? Yay. Okay. It works. There. That is exactly what we want. That way, when we run down here and we need to go back there, we can just pull the lever. And there's stairs, and then there's no stairs. And just to kind of make the point a little bit more apropos, I'm not going to be able to get rid of that one yet because our door is tied to that one. Go ahead and put a torch. Once again, don't want any mobs to spawn back there. So, say we come down, we need to access one of the areas. I got myself turned around there. Say we need to access a area down there, we can just flip that and we can just head on back. Wonderful. That works superbly. Exactly what we needed to. Now, all we need to do now is just kind of pretty this area up just a little bit, just a wee bit. And we'll be right back once I get that done. So, yeah. No. Damn it. But all right, here we go. We have got it fully secured in now. We have it with the glass. Now you can look down just like everything else. And you can see that what we have down here is our little redstone stairway. Yeah, I love it. I love it. And then if we can manage to... Well, that was a weird undulation happening there. If I could only get up higher... I don't know if I can get up higher over here. I mean, I know I can get up higher, but I currently don't have any concrete to make. So that's usually my best way of being able to get a good top-down view is with the concrete. But I need more gravel in order to make more concrete. So or concrete powder so I can make concrete. So yeah, we might hide this piston up a little bit. I don't know yet. Maybe put something on both sides, kind of like a monument type looking thing, just to kind of cover that up. But yeah, we've got ourselves set up now, so we can, once we start expanding the base, we can just flick the lever and we can come back here. Wonderful. Now we just need to drop off all our supplies that we're not going to need for this next build. And then we will be right back ready to make our... Why did I... Oh yeah, that I was about to say, why did I pull out that much redstone? I forgot. I took it out of the redstone block. But yeah, once I get all of this put back up, we're going to get started on our next project, which is going to be the semi-automatic wheat farm. So let me get this stuff put up, and we will be right back. All right, so I think we are about ready to sleep. Dang it. But I think we could probably get at least a couple of rows dug out in the meantime, while that sun slowly begins to set. But this is 26 blocks by 31. If you're asking why it's so odd for the 31, it's mainly because that's just kind of the space that we have to work with. Oh, hey, stop. Okay, so we're probably not going to get anything done tonight. Because it got ruined by the Monsieur Skeleton. That's fine. We can get our first line going anyways. Which this is going to be our piston line, and we're going to have the water line one block to our left over this way. So we're going to need to go 2 down. Oop, and I'm going to have to get rid of that at some point, too. Well, that's fine. All those trees are going to have to go at some point. All right, it's starting to get dark out here. Before the mobs start showing up, because, I mean, I didn't put any torches out here. See, there's another skeleton. I didn't put any torches out there. I don't know why, honestly. I was going to come up with an excuse real quick, but then I realized I didn't have an excuse. There is no excuse for that. There is no excuse as to why I did not put any torches out there. The only thing I could think of is I was trying to conserve torches. But that's not really the case, because as you can see, I was just kind of willy-nilly throwing them all out this area, just to keep the area, you know, around my base, the immediate area around my base lit. Now, before we continue on, we're actually going to... Maybe it's 32? Maybe it is 32. Oh, crap. It was also supposed to include this spot right here. I forgot. I forgot I needed to dig the sand back up before starting. Before we go any further, I need to go ahead and place a block right up here. This is going to be... just part of the design. The water is going to go up underneath this one. So we just need this one to have this on top just to kind of complete the step design. No other reason than that. This is totally unnecessary, but this is one of those instances where I'm actually going to, for the aesthetic as opposed to practicality. You'll see that I'll jump between practicality and aesthetics quite a bit when it comes to this particular build. Or these particular builds. Then we're going to carve out this area. But alright, I will be back once we make a little bit more progress on the farm. Alright, so we were able to get our hole dug out for our submerged wheat field here. And like I said, I'm just doing this for aesthetic reasons. Normally, I would build it up instead of down, but because I kind of want to keep this illusion of a flat land, you know, from down here, I didn't want to build upwards, except for that right there, which once again was just for aesthetic reasons. And also, something else, irony, that I came to realize was how last week I was talking about putting in all that dirt to level out this entire area. And now we're going to be digging it all up. Between the wheat field and expanding out our base, we're going to be digging it all up anyways. So I just wasted all my time. But at that time, I did not realize I was going to be doing this precisely. I was actually expecting at that time to do like a raised wheat field. So now we just got to get everything else set up. We got to get our sticky pistons put in place. Perfect. And now we're going to go ahead and fill in our dirt. And then we're going to also go ahead and put in the water. So it's going to already be free flowing a little bit. And then we're going to work on our redstone, try to get our redstone set up for this. So that way this will be raised and, well, of course it will be raised. And go ahead and also get this put in. Now, our wheat field isn't going to be completely finished yet because I still need to implement the hopper system down here, which it's just going to be a hopper and a chest. But I'm not sure exactly how all that's going to work out with the extension of the base going into this direction. So I might have to build it a little bit lower over here, but I didn't want to put that in quite yet just because of that reason, alone. And we're probably going to have to go ahead and put all this up here, get all our water buckets, or as many as we can at the moment, and then, whoops, don't need the empty one. We don't need an empty one. Why would we need an empty one? That doesn't make any sense. And I was a little bit off on my my numbers earlier. When I said 26 out, no. 26 this way, it's not 26 that way. It's 23. It was 23 because I did my maths wrong. I forgot that I couldn't just have 7 up here for the wheat. I also needed included those two, which make the additional 7 since water only runs 8 blocks before stopping. So in order to have the downward effect, you have to have them 7 blocks out, and I was not including those in the original 7 block calculation. And then thankfully I quickly realized my folly there and was able to adjust and correct it in time without having to worry about too much mishap. I mean, honestly, this is a lot of work for very little payoff. I mean, we can make bread out of it, but we're not going to be using it for bread. We're going to be using it for our cow crusher. And that way, that will give us food and leather for many, many wonderful things. But all right, and I think with this one, that will do it. I think that gives us, yes, a full stream going across. Oh, I need to get back up. No. There we go. Perfect. Wonderful. All right. Now, our redstone is going to be just slightly sloppy at first when doing this because we don't have all the facilities fully mapped out yet. Like I said, this is the problem about berries. You end up going hungry very quickly. But once we have the base set up, we're probably going to have the lever somewhere down here near where the pickup is going to be. But for the time being, since we don't have that there, we're going to have to come up with another solution. And I mean, like I said, it's going to be a little sloppy at first. But I already went ahead and dug out this area. Ooh, it's a lot darker down here than I remember. But of course, we did just put in the sticky piston. So, all right. So we're going to be doing this in a alternating fashion with the repeaters. That way, and oh, I do. Good. Okay, I just want to make sure I did that right because like I said, I'm still not the best with redstone. I can find my way around certain things pretty handily, but but still at the same time, I'm still able to make very simple, easy mistakes. And then we'd feel the repercussions of having to correct them later, and I don't want to do that. So so it's better to get as much done correct the first time, so we don't have to worry about it later. Oh, whoops. I don't need them there. I don't need them there. All right, so, and now we're going to go ahead and get our lines. Now, we're going to have to go back in here, and we're going to have to get this corrected, because these redstone lines are not going to make it all the way across. I mean, that's just the way redstone works. Redstone only goes out, I think, a total of 15 blocks. So we're going to have to add some repeaters in here, take out some of this, and we're going to have to add in some repeater extender lines. Dang it! Which is not very difficult to do as long as you have enough redstone to do it and enough repeaters to do so. It's no big deal. So, let's see. How are we going to do this? Let's go ahead and bring it up here. Bring it up here. And make a line. Oops. Going all the way back over here. This way we know exactly what we're working with and where we need to add our extenders. I might need more redstone, which is fine because we also, yep, I need more No, I don't need more redstone. Yeah, because for the time being, we're just going to flush with this, drop down our where is it? Lever. Drop our lever right down here. Because as you can see, it's only going out so far, and then after 15 blocks, you got to drop down another repeater. But before we go and work some more on that, let's go to sleep because it's getting pretty dark out here. It's getting pretty dark out here. All right, so now that it's light back out here again, which doesn't help us out too much because yeah, see like that zombie's right out there. Should probably equip my sword, just not a water bucket. I'm not gonna try to fight off a zombie with a water bucket. I don't know if it saw us or not. It doesn't look like it. But it could still fall down here at any moment and start attacking us. So, So, what we need to do is we need to go ahead and take that. Drop this down. That way we get a little bit more of an extension there. But then we're going to go all the way out here. Let's see, because that one's not ignited. That one's not ignited. So what we want is to take this one out. No. Yeah. Which one did I want to take out? Sorry, it took me a second to remember how to do this properly. Because what we want is we want to have a repeater set right there. And then a repeater set right there. Right? No, we want the repeater set right here. This is where we want the repeater. Right there. There we go. Yeah, perfect. And see, now it extends out even further. And now all our sticky pistons should be working perfectly. And so we have our semi-automatic wheat farm set up. All we have to do now is plant the wheat. But we'll have to make a hoe and everything for that. And see, whenever you press the lever, it's going to wash everything down to this automatic stream that will then flow all our goods all the way down to the hopper whenever we put it in. So let's go ahead and make a let's go make a hoe. All right, so all we have to do now is just get this land prepared. Now, this isn't the most optimal design for a farm of any sort, because as you can see here, this should be able to go 4 blocks out that way. However, due to the fact that this is 33, not 31, 33 blocks, I had to do some adjusting just to make it more symmetrical. Normally, I'm not too piffed about symmetry in that sort, but I figured with everything else we're doing aesthetically with this farm, we might as well make this, as well as the general area, honestly, we might as well make this aesthetically accurate as well. And also, we do not have enough wheat seeds in order to fully crop out the farm. Which is fine because, well, we don't have any cows yet either. And I said we were going to get that done in this video, but it's probably at this point, it's going to have to wait till next time for us to actually get the cow crusher. I am glad I wish I had made more of you. In fact, you know what? I don't even think we have enough seeds that's going to fill this area. So we are going to go ahead and plant our wheat seeds. Or what we have down here. Go ahead and get that taken care of. And we're not going to even bother plowing the rest of the land until we have enough wheat seeds, which I'll probably do off screen. But you can kind of get the gist of what we're going for here. It would be nice if I could have shown you a completely finished project, but yeah, you know, these things happen. You don't think ahead. You end up composting most of your seeds for bone meal, thinking that you that 64 is more than enough, which we found out no, it's not enough. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for us today. Because yeah, we've got that, and I've still got a lot more resource gathering to get done in the meantime. I think we're finally starting to get to a point where we constantly have projects that we have to get done, and the main thing, the most important thing, is that we need the resources in order to work on those projects. Like for instance, once we start working on the project with the bamboo, the only thing that's keeping us back from that right now is being able to visit the nether, because there's a very important ingredient that we need in the nether in order to start making certain redstone contraptions that are going to be used in, where's the sun? Oh, there it is. It was starting to look dark, sorry. But there's a certain redstone components that are going to be needed in this particular farm that we're going to be making over here for a particular thing. Sorry I'm being so cryptic, but sometimes you gotta be. So if you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button down below. Let me know what you think about our new stairway, our stairway door that is going to become useful here in the near future as I dig this all out and expand our base, our current base, because eventually we are going to be abandoning this base. But let me know what you think about that, about the design of being able to see the redstone down below. I might do something similar with the wheat farm. Let me know what you think about the wheat farm design. I mean, it's nothing that spectacular. It's just time consuming. Yeah, pretty much it's just time consuming and how it's going to link up with the base. Or let me know how disappointed you are that we were not able to get to the cow crusher today. Once again, I'm terribly sorry about that. But don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Uploads as I can get to them. Whoops, I need to hit that one more time. Uploads as I can get to them. Every once in a while I need to take a break. I need to let my mind rest. I need to just take a day to go out there, gather resources, or play other games, and, you know, just be mentally healthy. But yeah, generally uploads every day, except for those instances that I just mentioned. This is a horrible outro. This is becoming a horrible outro. But hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss videos when they do come out, whether or not I put them out or not. That way you'll always know. You'll always be in the know. Yes. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!